Good afternoon, people. Welcome again to this platform. My name is Kitsao Stephen Marsh, and this is the Worlds of Wonders. I wander around to tell you stories that are impactful, educative, entertaining, informative, but also stories that has ability to spark a conversation that probably may lead to change. And today's episode begins right here. The story I'm about to tell you is my personal story. It is a story that led to my disability. Oh yes, I was not born with disability. And so without further much ado, just allow me to roll in cameras. At the age of 11 years, I fell from a coconut tree. That one moment changed the course of my life completely. But what exactly happened on that fateful day? And I remember that day I came here, climbed the coconut tree very successfully. And when I reached at the top, I did a mistake. Instead of sitting on a strong branch of this coconut tree, I sat on the very branch that I had followed, and because it was weak, I came down with it. And when I reached at the ground, I'm told I hit a tree trunk. There was a tree trunk here, and I broke it into two, and it really damaged my spinal cord. What began as a normal day in my village soon turned into a nightmare. I slept, a fall, and then silence. Later on, when we were having conversation with my dad whether to leave it grow or cut it off, I managed to convince my dad to leave it grow, and it has been here for all those years. Still people are enjoying the fruits of the coconut tree, including myself. I do consume madafu of this particular tree, but this is actually my first time getting up under the very place that I had that accident. Yes, I come around the village, yes, I come around home, but I've never been here. But because I'm doing this story, I thought, like, why not, breaking that fear that this is the very tree that, you know, deprived me, walking deprived me, interacting with other people because of the disability that I had. I was convinced in my heart that I should get back here. And it is also a way of shielding myself from the trauma that I have always been associating this tree with. So, yeah, um, it has been a journey. It has been a very difficult journey, embracing it, letting it grow. But the good thing is that it has been here. It continues to serve so many people. My mother makes makuti out of this particular tree, and the branches that are brought down or fall themselves under this tree, they have been of great use. The coconuts, they have been great use. I woke up in a hospital bed. My body felt heavy, my legs numb, and even though I never understood their medical language, the doctor said there was no child would ever want to hear spinal cord injury. I remember I was rushed to Malindi Sub-County Hospital, and that particular moment also my dad and mom had been informed that your son has had a very terrible accident and is lying on a hospital bed in Malindi Sub-County. So they came very fast, and when they reached there, my mother was allowed, I was actually ushered into the ward, but my dad was stopped at the entrance. And later on, there ensued a kind of a confrontation between my dad and the nurse in charge, because there was kind of a rule that barred men from entering children's wards, and my dad really wanted to see me. I'm the firstborn, and I had a very special place in my dad. He loved me so much, I mean. So during that confrontation, the nurse said, wait for a time and take your child, go and bury. Weeks turned into months, physiotherapy, endless hospital visits, and questions without answers. The hardest part wasn't just the pain, it was realizing I would never walk again. Everyone who was around me were instructed to take me to Coast General, and so an ambulance was summoned, preparations made, and I was taken to Mombasa Coast General Hospital, and I laid there for like a month and a half. But the situation was not getting any better because the best they could have done that particular moment was just to enable me now pass urine through catheters. And later on, we were advised to get back home because now the bill was accumulating and there was no money already. The 1.5 month had deprived all the resources that the family had. So I was discharged again and I came home. And when I came here, my dad and mom had been given instructions by the doctors to massage me just to make sure that I don't have my muscles growing very thin and, probably even wasting. So they had to summon a midwife, those women who help mothers to give birth at the village. And one woman came and they were massaging me with hot water and coconut oil. And one day they boiled water and it was so hot that it burnt me. And I said from that day, you are not going to continue, massaging me with hot water if there is no an alternative. Of course, alternative was very expensive because it had me now being taken every time and again to Malin General Hospital for therapy, and there was no money even to cater for that therapy. So I stopped it. Back home, reality hit even harder. Some neighbors whispered, others pitied me. Many believed my future was over. I have a lot of regrets personally at a personal level. I put my family into a problem that deprived them even an opportunity of taking care of my siblings because all the attention had to be directed to me. The resources had to be allocated to me just to make sure that probably I get back to my feet. It is something that I'm still living with that regret up to date. Of course, putting even my parents into light that has affected them, has affected their social life because they had to stay with me. And also, other people, saying bad words to them, issuing bad statements. For example, my late dad was accused of having bewitched me. They said, amemfanya kuwa kiti. Like my dad had made me a chair to sit on as a result of that accident. So there was a lot. But I also want to equally thank them because of their perseverance and that determination to just ensure that this young boy continues to live and get education. I want to say thank you so much, even to every single person that accepted to support me. Looking back, I have been supported by the community. People said his life is finished. Even some relatives doubted I could go back to school, but my late father, he would refuse to completely give up on me. I got an opportunity to live up to date. I just want to say thanks to God because if it were not for Him to preserve me, probably I wouldn't be here. And going forward, I want to use my voice to help other people because I have lived with this lived experience of being disabled, lacking a wheelchair at some particular point, deprived social life because of barriers that society puts, be it physical or attitudinal barriers. That is something that I really want to be used of God to see where I can help, and I'm ready for that opportunity as I even continue to grow my career in journalism and so on and so forth. Special thanks to my dad. He had really been he was determined to make sure that I get education. He was determined to take me and expose me to the world. He never sympathized with me. That is one thing I'll be forever grateful. He used to tell me, young boy, your hands and your mind are very okay. It's only your legs that are not able to walk. But you can use your hands and your brain to propel yourself. With his support and my family's love, I found strength. My wheelchair became not a symbol of weakness, but a tool of survival. This is my former primary school, and I've come here to meet the teachers, the very teachers that taught me. And it has been nice meeting with them. Of course, I'm sharing about the initiative that I have, empowering students who have different disabilities.